Yo guys, what is up? It is Orbs here, and we're back with a brand new video. If you guys want to cheat for really cheap or cheat for free, I got you. I'm going to be showing you all the best methods to cheat and not get banned. Alright, let's get into this video. Alright, well we're going to be starting off with the free method right now. So if you guys want to get an account, like you don't have to buy one, you can just go to Steam. I would not recommend cheating on your main. If I were you, I would just go ahead and create yourself an account. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and show y'all how to do it, basically. Alrighty, so once you type in your email, you're just gonna hit continue, and then you're gonna receive an email here pretty soon. It can either go to your inbox or it could go to your junk mail, but it usually goes to your inbox. Alright, so once you're on this page, type in your account username and then choose your passwords. I'll be back as soon as I do this. Alright, now once this is done on here, you're just going to save it, and then once you're on back to your desktop, you're going to type in Steam, and then you're just going to sign into your Steam account they just made on the website. And it's going to ask you for a code, and then once you get that code, you're going to go back to your email. You should see another email, and then just copy and paste the code. Now, once you are on here, all you gotta do is, if you don't have it installed already, just install it by going to the store, typing out Counter-Strike 2, and it should pop up. Now, we're just gonna hit play. And then press play again. Alright, now that your game is opened up, you should see your account right here. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to install the cheats. Alright guys, so for the first free cheat, we're going to be taking a look at undetek. They have a premium version too. It's only like $5, but there are free ones just as good. Alright, so once you're on this page, you're going to hit download. You may get an ad if you don't have an ad blocker, but oh well. The free version is offline right now because, well, the game updated, and yeah, so we can't use this one at the moment. We're going to go take a look at the other one. Alright, well, this other one is going to be called x1.fun. If you want to go check it out, they have a CS2 internal and an external version. They also have a free version, which once you create your account, you're going to come to this dashboard. Just press it, get free, and it should load. Alright, once it's done loading, it'll say success, and you have successfully redeemed your 24-hour key. Now keep in mind, you do this every time your key runs out, so now we're just going to press download launcher, like it says right here. We're going to press keep, and we're going to just minimize this, and then once it's done, we're just going to drag it to our desktop. Alright, it is now dragged to our desktop. We're just going to run the loader, and just give it a second, it should load up. Once it is loaded up, it should automatically log you in, but if it doesn't, just sign in. Now, if you go to settings, there's a test version and a bypass screen capture, but those are mainly for the premium versions. To inject the free version, you're just going to hit start and let it load. Alright, now just put a pop-up on our screen saying start the game. So we're just going to click OK, open up our Steam, and then we're just going to press play and press play again. And just give it a minute and it should load in. Alright, now we are in the game. We should be able to press insert or delete, and it should, oh well, it looks like it's gonna crash your game. I'm not sure if it's up right now. Oh, I think it is. Oh yeah, we just press insert and here it is. It's right here. Now, for the free version, if you want any of these other features, you're gonna have to buy the paid version. I'm not sure if we can use trigger. No, it's just ESP only, but yeah, let's go ahead and make a config and get into the game. All right, well, we are in a practice match. We're gonna go ahead and create our config. Well, it looks like the free version, you can only, oh shoot, y'all can't see the ESP. I think it's fully external. Can y'all even see the menu? No, you can't. This is weird, awkward. But we're gonna go ahead and see if I can fix it. So this sheet automatically has bypass screen capture on, so you cannot see what the ESP looks like right now, but yeah, it's just a red box right around them. I'll put a picture of the menu right up on the screen. Alright, we're gonna go head on to the next sheet to showcase y'all for free. Alrighty, well, since there's only one other free cheat, which is undetek, the free version is down right now, but it should be up in about a few hours or tomorrow. But at the time of recording this video on the 16th, it is not up. So we're just gonna go ahead and inject in the premium version. It's the same way to inject the free version, and it just has slightly less features. Let's go ahead and get into it. So once you download it off their site, you're gonna go ahead and open up the folder and run it as admin. You gotta make sure to have your virus protection off, because, well, then it won't load and it'll just delete the file. Then once you're here, on the free version, it'll ask you for a pin, which is on the website. But for me, since I'm on the paid version right now, since the free one's down, all I have to do is press enter. Alright, well, I just messed up the injection process because, well, I forgot for this sheet, you have to have your game open instead of, having it closed beforehand. So we're going to go ahead and start up our game and then show the injection process. Alright, well, we are in the game now. We're going to go ahead and open up our file explorer. We're going to run the loader as administrator again, so that way it pops up this and we can just press enter and load it in. Like I said, for free version, you're going to need the pin, which is on the website. Now we just let it load for a little bit. Alright, since it disappeared, now we just press delete on our keyboard and it should pop up. Now, for the free version, it's not going to look this fancy. It's going to look pretty small. You're going to use your arrow keys for the free version, but nothing this one can't do. So we're just going to go ahead and turn on our aimbot. Well, for the free version, you're going to have aimbot, triggerbot, and visuals, just like the paid one. It's just, it's a little bit, it's not as, what's the word? It's not as complex like this. This is a lot more complicated to set up, and it takes a lot longer. But this one actually has a config system, and it has a skin changer, an external skin changer. We're going to go ahead and load up our config, and we're going to go into a practice match. Once we are in our practice match, you should see all my ESP. It's not the best, but it's there. This is exactly what you will get on the free version. So let's just go ahead and make these bots stop so they don't shoot us. So these are my player ESPs for my teammates, so I can see them during deathmatch. The ones where you see it's red, that is my ESP for enemies. So like, say I'm T side, they're CT. They look like this. And with this cheat, for the free version, you get aimbot, which is just, you can bind it to anything you want. It doesn't have visibility check on the free one, so it just locks them through everything. You can choose hitboxes with numbers, but it's a bit weird. Number 1 is head. It doesn't have recoil control, and it's just really locky, and it has a FOV of like, I would say, well, I'm not 200% on that. I would say it probably has like a 15% FOV on it. So it's gonna look like this locky. But they do have smoothing on that cheat, from 1 to 100. When I play legit with it, I usually play 35, but I like going obvious, so I'll play 15. See how it locks onto his head? That's the free version of this cheat. Well, I'm on the paid, but that's how the free one would be. Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk for the paid way, the cheap way too, of how to cheat. Alright, well, now we're going to go ahead and talk into the paid way of how to cheat. So, if you're using paid cheats, you don't want to cheat on non-prime because then there's just no point. You're just going to waste your money like that because you don't gain anything. So I'd recommend going on a site like eldorado.gg. You can go to their Counter-Strike accounts. I'd make sure to set this to 0 through 5,000 rating, 0 to 9 medals, and active prime status. And set lowest to highest price. And then I would choose one that has like 3 medals. So like this one right here where it has a GO badge, loyalty badge, 5-year and 10-year coin. That's perfect to legit cheat on. I'm not going to buy it because I already have one from here, and I'll go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. Alright, well, we are now logged into the account that I bought off of Eldorado. So, it has hella different games. It got Counter-Strike 2. It got a few hours because, well, yeah. It got DayZ on it, which is, if you don't know, it's like a $40 game. It came with all these games on it, and the account looks like this. It looks really legit, and it's a perfect thing to cheat on. And they always come green trust factor too. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get into the cheats that you should use on Prime. Alright, now we're just going to talk about the cheats that are internal and external and what the differences are. So, real quick, just so y'all get an explanation, internal is what injects into the game and reads and writes memory. But external only reads, it doesn't write anything. So, that's how externals are more undetected right now. So, memesense, I would say, is one of the cheapest and best, I would say, for internal wise, because, well, obviously, it's going to be on top for anything legit cheating down to semi-rage, stuff like that. And for my number one external would be distort. It's a bit more expensive. It just depends how safe you want to be. It's one of the best externals out right now, and it seems to be the cleanest one in my opinion. So another internal is predator.systems. It's good and all. It's just sometimes it could be. It's not as good as memesense, but it still keeps up if you're trying to legit cheat. And most of all, it's undetected right now. All right, for the last external is going to be Undetek Plus. Undetek Plus is the one I was just showcasing. It was basically, it's literally everything you need. It's got simple aimbot, it's got recoil control, it's got ESP, it's literally everything you need in one. And the only thing about that, it's only $5. With code orbs on unix.shop, it could be even cheaper. But yeah, these are the cheats I'd recommend right now, and let's go ahead and hop in and show y'all what they look like. Alright, so well, the first cheats we're going to look at are the external cheats, because those are the ones I have right now, and they expire soon. So yeah, we're just going to look at those first. Alright, well, we are loaded in. We are not injected yet, but we're just going to go ahead and inject. So we're going to go inject distort, and well, this is the best external in my opinion. Well, I got 7 days left, but it's okay. Just all you gotta do is click load while the game is open, and then it loads right up. And then once you see it cleaning up, you can just press exit. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, we got a config, and we're just gonna load up my config. This is what I use to keep myself in green trust factor. If you want to stay in green trust factor, go ahead and look at my configs. It's the best way, and honestly, it's the funnest way too to cheat in green trust factor. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a look into it. Well, this is the cheat right here. You can see it has ESP and everything. Now, this is not all that I'm just going to show you because, well, yeah, it literally Look at it, it's so clean. It's smooth too. It's not laggy like other cheap externals and free ones. It's really nice, honestly. Alright, so this cheat, it has an aimbot tab, accuracy, which it has dead zone, which is really good, honestly. Hitbox overrides, it has predictions, which is honestly, it's actually really good. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the rifle settings. We're just gonna enable everything, or actually we're just gonna enable head because, well, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and just choose mouse 1 if it'll let me choose it. There we go. We're gonna enable visibility check because actually nah, we don't need that. We're gonna go dynamic hitbox, sticky aim. We're gonna go speed like all the way up so y'all can see that works. We're gonna go 7 FOV actually. And we don't really need a hit chance because, well, yeah, we're Himothy. And then we just turn shot delay to that, and honestly, see what I'm doing right here, you do not want to do this because this right here will give you red trust factor and possibly a ban. Otherwise, honestly, if you don't use aimbot because that's what causes red trust factor, you're just gonna stay green forever. You're just gonna have to learn to aim. Alright, so we took a look at this. Now we're gonna take a look at some other stuff in here. So it has a ragebot tab, which ragebot is just like raging. If y'all know, now you know it, but like, let's say for example we grab a scout. Let's say we want a scout. Let's go and walk back out here. We're gonna enable it. It's set to mouse 5, and we're gonna turn our FOV up like to 20. We're gonna keep on auto stop and stuff, and let's just click our button. Literally, that's all we gotta do. Maybe not. I think I'm doing it wrong, but it's all good. I mean, so ragebot doesn't seem to be working right now. I don't know, it could just be the map, but yeah, that could just be the reason. Otherwise, it usually works and it's usually always really good. Alright, that's gonna be enough for the ragebot. Let's go take a look at, I guess, visuals. I mean, we technically can already see them, but it's all good. You got a screen color, which you can just darken your screen and whatnot, but no one really uses it unless it's an internal cheat. They got glow, they got chams, and yeah, it's literally the best. You got weapon ESP, you can literally see what they're holding. Let's say I drop something, well, you get to see the name of it. That's really nice. I would say that's like one of the best features I'd say in a cheat. Alright, let's go ahead and head back out there, and let's go to MISC. They got auto jump, which is just speed hop, but oh, you have to do commands. I don't feel like doing that, but they got Zeus bot, knife bot, quick stop, which is, if you don't know how to counter strafe, I guess you could use it. It may kick you from the game, but it just stops you as quick as it can. Works really well, but like I said, I wouldn't do it. Quick switch is, well, I don't have an op, so I'm just not going to use it. I don't recommend any of these, to be honest with you. Auto inspect just automatically inspects, I think. I don't really know how it works. They have an anti-AFK, so apparently it should just not kick you from the game. They got auto pistol, which that means if you just hold down your mouse button, it should automatically shoot your pistol. So yeah, that works. And they got teammates, enables features on teammates, which you do not want to use that, or you're gonna get kicked from the match. They got a kill say, which just says stuff in chat, but like I said, custom maps stuff usually doesn't work all well. They got snow, so I'm assuming, oh no, it's just an overlay on your screen. It looks really nice though, I will say that. Oh wait, no it isn't. It's actually in the world. Whoa, that's actually cool. But I'm not gonna use those because, well, yeah, I don't use those. They got grenade helpers and stuff like that, but I'm not sure how to set it up. Players, you can whitelist people and stuff. It's got everything you need. All right, well, let's go ahead and head over into the other external cheat. All right, well, we are loaded in with the other cheat, which is undetek plus. Now, this is external, which is use a Steam overlay, which makes the ESP just not laggy like other externals. But this one's basically has everything as the last one, but not really. This one just has aimbot, RCS, trigger bot, walls. But if you're looking to cheat for cheap and not too expensive, this would be the way to go. I mean, ESP's clean. You got anything you need, honestly. Y'all have already seen that the aimbot works on here and trigger bot. But yeah, honestly, like I said, if you want this, I'd actually recommend this more than distort if you're gonna cheat for cheap and you don't have a lot of money. So let's go ahead and head over into the internal cheats. Alrighty, so for the first internal that we're going to be using is going to be memesense.gg. It's honestly my favorite internal and the best one in my opinion. So honestly, I'd recommend using this over the externals, but if you don't want to risk your account, I would use the externals. We're going to go ahead and sign in, and since, well, you know, there's different ones. CS2 streams, so like if you're streaming, you don't want people to see your ESP, this is the perfect one to use. But since I want y'all to see everything, we're gonna load up into CS2 beta. Alright, I'll see y'all once we get into this game. Alright, well, we are loaded in with memesense.gg. Well, they say this aimbot and stuff like that can cause a cooldown. That's only if you semi-rage. That's not if you're legit cheating. But so, as you can see, this actually has chams. It has world ESP. You can see, like, it's got nice chams and everything. Right now, we're just using our legit aim. It's got trigger bot, so let's just say I move this way. It'll just automatically shoot. So, yeah. That's for, like, this is what I use for legit cheating on here. Now, just be aware, internals can get caught up in bandwidths, but that's all good. Well, in here, you got player ESP, you got chams, ragdolls, local player chams. So, like, let's just say I go here and want a custom weapon, you know, you could just do that. They got item ESP. I don't like it personally because, well, it's a lot to configure and I don't like doing all that. You got visuals, you can change, you got grenade prediction and everything, grenade tracers, stuff like that. Now, this is my favorite part right here, is world modulation. You can just change, you want bright, you can bright. You want dark, you got dark. Me personally, I like it. So my monitor picks up differently than other people's, so on my screen, this is bright right now, but on your screen, it probably is dark, so yeah. They got world modulation, they got view. So say you want your gun like freaking sideways, you could just not my gun sideways. I'm a gangster now, you feel me on that? You can change your aspect ratio if you want to stretch like this. Oh, this is age. You can do that. You have indicators, so like if you see the magnet right, oh whoops, like right here. It'll light up once it's on. Let's see here. They have B-hop, which is just where you can B-hop around. You gotta know how to strafe to do this, but it's no biggie. They got clan tag spammer, which this is a CSGO feature right here. This is really good to use, but it can cause a VAC cooldown, which if you don't want red trust or VAC cooldown, I would not recommend using it. Now, my favorite part of the internal cheats, they have inventory changers. So let's say you want a custom music kit. We're just going to go ahead and go with this black one right here because, well, yeah. You can choose it, you can update it and everything. You got collectibles. You got knives. So, like, I don't actually have these knives in my inventory. Like, if we go to my profile, for example, and go to my inventory, it ain't gonna be there because it's an inventory changer. You can have any skin you want. You can have any cases you want. You can open cases like here, for example. Let's just go do this real quick. It may crash my game, but I don't care. Oh, X-ray scanner? What the hell? I don't even know what that is. Oh, wow. You actually have to do that now? Dang. They changed it up, but yeah, you can choose from everything. They have a whole config system. So let's just say your boy wants to load up a rage config real quick and just rage on people. You can just rage on anyone. Yeah, this is insane. This will definitely get you banned right here. See, but I don't do that. I like legit cheating. It takes more skill, and the people that rage, that's just crazy. I mean, I used to rage a lot, but then I just started, it died down on me because, you know, that got strong. And yeah, this would be my #1 choice for internal cheats. All right, let's go ahead and head over to the other one named predator.systems. Real quick, let's just take a look at today's sponsor. If you want to pick up any of the cheats in today's video, make sure you head over to Unix.shop, check them out. They got a status page, say if it's online, updating, or offline. They tell you if it's out of stock and whatnot. I mean, their best seller right now is memesense, but we're trying to get them up to having predator.systems. They sell from Counter-Strike 2 to Valorant to Marvel Rivals. They even have Discord services in here. Same with a VPN. It's actually insane. They got a lot of shit in here. And if you use code ORBS on the site, you can save yourself 5% off on any order. So, and they also have a really good 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot. All right, let's go and head into the video. Thanks for Unix for sponsoring this video. All right, well, we just installed it, activated our key from the site, from our key that I got from Unix.shop. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and run this loader up. We're going to run anyway because, well, that's the easiest thing to do, you know. I mean, who cares if it was a virus, but it's not. I promise y'all. It's always a free cheat you have to look out for. Don't just go on the internet and downloading random stuff or you will get a virus. Okay, so now you see the loader, it pops up. And once it pops up, it's going to load. You're going to have to log in with your username and your password. I already have it saved because, well, I'm him. And then once you're on the screen, all you gotta do is hit load and let it load. When it asks you to log into Steam, go ahead and log into the account of your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and log into my Prime account that I got from eldorado.gg. And it should say preparing next stage, waiting for game. That just means you launch CS2. Once your game is launching, it should say software loading, ... to be exact. We're going to go ahead and click into our game, so, you know, it's not onto this. It's just say software loaded, done, stuff like that. And then you should see it pop up at the top over here. The loader should disappear, and then press insert, and then bam, there's your cheat right here. Now, I have configs already. I'm going to go ahead and load up my legit config. So you just click it and press load. If you want it, it'll be in my Discord server. And yeah, this cheat has everything that you need. Basically the same thing as memesense.gg. Honestly, I like their spectator list more because it's not the top here. You can have it anywhere you want. They got trusted mode, which you always want trusted mode on so you don't get banned. They got movement. They also have bunny hop. They got an aimbot tab and everything. Like I said, I don't like using aimbot right now because, well, it causes red trust factor and I'm not trying to get that. We're just going to go turn off everything. Trigger bot, I don't mind. All right, let's go ahead and go into a practice match. Alrighty, once we are loaded in, you can see I got visuals. They're not the best, okay? Don't judge. But they are really nice. You can choose from a lot. They have a lot of customizations in this cheat. Like, for example, let's just say you want yourself a awesome M9 bayonet, sapphire, or something like that. A knife, a black pearl knife. Bam. Replace. We're gonna go ahead and kill ourselves, and bam, we got our knife. Just like that. Oh yeah. Now this sheet does have trigger bot, as you can see. It just shoots as soon as I go over them. You can add delays, but I'm not a fan of using delays because, well, yeah. So this is Predator right here for you. Like I said, if you want to say green trust just like this, the best way to check it is looking to play. If you have 15 or more, you're in green trust factor. So yeah, if you want to go pick up any of these cheats, head over to unix.shop. Make sure to use code orbs. Save yourself that 5% off. And yeah, it's Orbs here, and I'm out. Peace.